Donald Trump's adult children just lost Secret Service protection. July 21st was the last day of Secret Service protection for Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany, and their respective families. The loss of Secret Service for the Trump kids might not be a bad thing for taxpayers. In 2017, CNN reported that former President Trump's travel costs during his first year as president were estimated to be as much as former President Barack Obama's travel costs during his 8 years in office. It appears Trump's children followed the former president's lead as far as traveling. According to The Hill, the Trump family took 1,625 trips annually, compared with the Obama family's average of 133.3 trips a year. Records obtained by the nonpartisan watchdog Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, known as CREW, show that Secret Service expenses for the Trump kids and families for February of this year cost $140,000. CREW reported that the Trump kids maintained a breakneck speed of travel and racked up significant hotel and transportation bills for the Secret Service. The adult Trump kids were not supposed to have Secret Service protection after their dad left office. Days before leaving office, then-President Donald Trump extended Secret Service protection to 6 months for his 4 adult children and 3 executives in his administration, per the Washington Post. According to People, watchdog group CREW estimated the cost for the additional 6 months of protection could reach about $1 million. Under federal law, all former presidents receive lifetime Secret Service protection. Barron Trump will continue to have Secret Service protection until he turns 16. In addition to his adult children, Trump also extended Secret Service protection for 3 key executives: former Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and former National Security Advisor Robert C. O'Brien. According to Carol Lenig's book, Zero Fail: The Rise and Fall of the Secret Service, when Donald Trump took office in January 2016, the Secret Service was on a hopeful upswing after being marred by a 2014 security breach at the White House. However, the new president didn't provide the fresh start or organizational facelift the Secret Service had hoped. Like many government agencies, the Secret Service is often strapped for cash, mainly due to budget cuts, Lenig noted. Thus, Trump's notoriously extravagant spending habits were stressful to the money-conscious agents. In his first 3 months as president, Trump traveled to his home base of Mar-a-Lago 7 times, which required expenses for the entire security team, per Lenig. Additionally, Melania Trump spent the first several months of her husband's presidency at her home base in Manhattan, reportedly so Barron Trump could finish the school year, which also increased expenses. The burden of protecting the Trumps reached a peak when the Secret Service had to request a $60 million loan to maintain the status quo. It wasn't just the money that bugged the agents, though. Lenig detailed how morale took a hit during the Trump years, too. A former agent told the author, "Trump has set back this agency 10 years. The overall culture and way of doing things took a big step back." It wasn't just the president that made things sticky for the Secret Service. Certain members of the Trump family also complicated things by reportedly being too close with their Secret Service agents. In her book, Carol Lenig described inappropriately and perhaps dangerously close relationships between Tiffany Trump, Vanessa Trump, and their respective Secret Service agents. According to Lenig, Vanessa began dating one of the agents assigned to her family following her 2018 divorce. As she was divorced from the Trump family, Vanessa was no longer under the agency's control, so the agent wasn't breaking any rules by carrying on a relationship with her, even if the optics weren't great. But things got more complicated when agents began to report that Trump's second eldest daughter, Tiffany, was spending a suspicious amount of time with one particular agent following a breakup. Lenig claimed that agents became concerned at how close Tiffany appeared to be getting to the tall, dark, and handsome agent. Both Tiffany and the agent have reportedly denied that anything inappropriate ever happened, though the agent was reassigned. All in all, it seems like the Secret Service might be more than ready to step away from the Trumps. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about all the Trumps are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.